Natural Phenomena, Chapter 15, Class 8th, Second Part. Types of electrical charges. Benjamin Franklin, scientist, found that there are two kinds of electrical charges, positive and negative charge, and these are represented by plus positive sign and minus negative sign respectively. Children, for your information, inside box. It is the electric charge which makes the cuffs and collar of your shirt very dirty. It is because collars or cuffs get charged by friction and they attract dirt particles from the air, so they get dirty. Activity 3. Aim is to show the behavior of charges. For this activity, we require materials: an ebonite rod, wool, thread, glass rod, and silk. Procedure. First, take an ebonite rod and rub with wool or flannel. Then hang it with a thread. Rub another ebonite rod by the same method and bring it near the suspended or hanged rod. Now observation. So we will notice that the two ebonite rods repel each other because they are charged by the same method. Now rub a glass rod with silk and bring it near the charged ebonite rod. The glass rod will attract the ebonite rod as shown in the figure B. Now repeat the activity by bringing a charged glass rod near another suspended charged glass rod. The two will repel each other as shown in figure C. Children, here you are seeing the three pigs. In the figure A, the two rods, they are ebonite, charged by the same method. When they are brought near each other, they repel each other. In the figure B, ebonite rod, that is suspended, and the glass rod is brought near it. Both get attracted. In the figure C, glass rod is suspended and another glass rod. So this brought near it. They also show repulsion. Conclusion. From this activity, the following conclusions are drawn. First is the charge produced on the ebonite rod when rubbed with wool or flannel. So this is opposite to that produced on a glass rod when rubbed with a piece of silk. Second point is two similarly charged rods, whether they are glass rod or ebonite rods, repel each other, whereas the two rods having opposite charge, like glass and ebonite, they attract each other. Now, like charges repel each other, whereas unlike charges attract each other. And the force of attraction or repulsion operates even when the charges are placed in vacuum. Above activity confirms that two negatively charged objects or positively charged objects repel each other. A negatively charged object attracts a positively charged object and vice versa. And in short, like charges repel and unlike charges attract each other. Equal and opposite charge. When we rub a glass rod with silk, it acquires a positive charge. At the same time, the silk cloth acquires an equal negative charge. Similarly, with ebonite. Ebonite on rubbing with wool gets a negative charge, whereas the wool gets an equal positive charge. Children, you are seeing figure 15.1. Conversion of charge during rubbing of two bodies. For example, when the wool or fur it is rubbed with ebonite rod or ebonite rod is rubbed with wool or fur, then we are saying the loss of electron from the fur or wool makes it positively charged, and in ebonite rod excess electron on ebonite rod makes it negatively charged. When two bodies are charged by rubbing against each other, they acquire equal and opposite charges. The two bodies acquire equal charges due to transfer of electrons. Way of charging a body. Charging by friction. The charge acquired by rubbing two objects against each other. This is called charging by friction. For example, when an ebonite rod is rubbed against a piece of fur, Ebonite rod gains some electrons and thus acquires negative charge, whereas the piece of fur loses some electrons, so acquires positive charge. Children, since we are charging the body by rubbing, so this is called charging by friction. Charging by conduction. When a charged body touches an uncharged body, some charges from the charged body get transferred to the uncharged body and both become equally charged. This method of charging a body, this is called charging by conduction. This is only the transfer of charge from the charged body to uncharged body. Charging by induction. When an uncharged body comes near a charged body, the uncharged body acquires the opposite charge as that of the charged body. This method of charging a body, this is called charging by induction. If the uncharged body gets opposite charge, then this is charging by induction method. Now, detecting and measuring charges. If a body having no charge, this is brought in contact with a charge, it also gets charged, and the charge acquired by it is similar to the charge on the charged body. And we can show this by the following activity. Take a gold leaf electroscope. It consists of a glass bell jar fitted with a cork on its mouth. The glass jar rests on a wooden base. Means glass jar is placed on the wooden base. Through the cork passes a metal rod inside the jar and two gold leaves are attached at the lower end of this metal rod. At the upper end of the metal rod, a metal disc is attached. To make the arrangement more sensitive, two strips of tin foils are fixed to the inside of the glass jar near the base. Children, here you are seeing electroscope showing transfer of charge. A glass rod rubbed with silk means has positive charge. This is brought in contact with the metallic disc of the electroscope, and the charge, this is transferred to the gold leaf, and the gold leaf, because they are getting the same charge, so they are diverging, moving away. Now, working of electroscope. Now rub a glass rod to a dry piece of silk. It will get positively charged. Place it near the disc of electroscope and then touch the disc. Then you will notice the gold leaves diverge due to the similar positive charges on them. If you remove the glass rod, the gold leaves remain diverged. This means that electroscope is charged by induction. Now touch the disc of metal rod with your hand. The gold leaves will be discharged and come to their original position.